Hey everybody. It's Wednesday. It's 7. Why am I mohawking now? What is going on over here? Okay, there we go. Awesome. It's Wednesday. It's 7 o'clock in the afternoon, in the evening, I guess. And that means it's time for Live Live. So this is really distracting, and you can see reflection in those glasses. So I'm going to put those back. But welcome to Live Live. I actually went back and saw how many Live Lives we've done. I used to say, okay, this is the second one, this is the third one, then I lost count. This is the 17th Live Live that we've done together. So if you've stuck with me, if you're joining in, thanks for being a part of it. I'm so blessed and so honored to have this time to step into your life, to partner alongside you for a few minutes on Wednesdays. Just a midweek coaching session, a midweek pick me up, maybe a midweek um, moment where you look at something different or have the opportunity to think about something a little bit different. And I just live to provide those opportunities and to indulge with you. I don't claim to know everything, and I'm walking alongside you. And the reason I pick the topics that I pick are because they fascinate me, and so I hope they'll fascinate you too. And I'm learning along the way. And gosh, I learned so much this week from my 4-year-old cousin. And before we get into that, I want to just say before we start off, I am a coach, I'm a speaker, and I'm passionate about the messages I bring. If you want to learn more about what specifically I bring, what specifically we could coach around, what specifically I could come in and speak to your group on, y'all just go to my website. It's oliviafitchett.com. Click on the Work With Me tab and fill out the information column down there at the bottom. And on the website, too, you can see a little bit more about what I'm about and what it might look like to partner together. And so, again, thank you so much for following along, and more people are jumping on now. And so I'm going to go ahead and get into this story. And this story is all about what I learned from my 4-year-old little cousin. um Sometimes we think that, we have to guide kids a lot, we have to hold their hand, we have to make sure they don't touch hot things, we have to do these simple things for them. They can't go to the bathroom, we have to change their diaper, all depending on the age, whatever it is. And we get this idea that, they're just not as intelligent as we are. We got to show them everything, we have to do everything for them, right? But there are so many times that I actually learn way more from kids than I do from adults. And if that's you or you feel that, let me know in the comments. But man, aren't kids just intelligent? Don't they just bring something to this world that us as adults just need to learn from? And I know for me, a big moment happened this week at the Super Bowl party at my cousin's house. And we're snacking on guacamole and buffalo dip and drinking a bourbon flight, and we're eating ribs, and the game was on, and all of a sudden, my little 4-year-old cousin screams from the bathroom, "Daddy, my pee is clear!" And we just said, what would, like, first of all, like, you don't normally hear that from folks. And so we're saying, like, Bobby, like, what did she say? And he came back and he said, her pee is clear. So I've been working with her to be drinking more water. And so she's letting me know that her pee is clear and she's proud of it. And we all just started busting up laughing. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. They're like, okay, TMI, like, but she's little. And I thought right then, you know, that's such a big accomplishment for her. And I look at the areas in my life too where I accomplished something. And I don't know if it's a woman thing. I don't know if it's an adult thing. I don't know what it is, but we just tend to minimize those things in our life. And we don't need, it might not be having clear pee, right? It may not be that. Maybe it is. Maybe everybody should drink more water, right? But maybe it's a promotion, or maybe it's doing well on a presentation. I don't know what it is, but it's almost like not only can we not acknowledge it, but if you're like me, you tend to like wait for other people to say something about it. I know whenever I first started speaking, it was so difficult for me to just accept that I did a good job. I would almost certainly be like mining for information from people on how I did or how it was or what did you learn and different things. Because I needed that validation. I needed someone to come up to me and tell me I did a good job, right? And we could go on for days about what that really means and unveiling, layer after layer, what that really gets down to. But oh yeah, Bobby says hydration is key, absolutely. But that's our it's almost like it's our mo where we've just gotta get that validation from other people, and it's a hard thing for us to actually validate what we do well ourselves, and so we rely on other people. And I mean, it even goes down to like compliments. Like you all know because you've been tuning in, but I've been taking up skateboarding recently, so I'm on the top of this drop. It was like the other day, and my friend who's also named Olivia is standing on there with me, and she goes, "Man, you just have a beautiful complexion. Like your skin is pretty. You got pretty skin." And I like all but just I almost went into this whole thing of, maybe you've been here too. Oh, I just put more makeup on. Or, oh my gosh, yeah, but you should really see it on this day. I've really got some red splotches. Or thanks, but I mean it breaks out. And you start to just even you can't even take the compliment, right? Like who feels that? Anybody else get that way? I can't even take a compliment. You can ask my fiance. I like have to like act like everything's wrong with me all the time. Like I don't know why. And it turns into not just accomplishments, but it's also, yeah, it's compliments. And we just have a hard time overall just feeling good about ourselves. And so today's short. I just want to know, what accomplishment are you proud of yourself for? And is there something you can answer in the comments if you want? You can just think on it if you want to. But I want to challenge you too. What's something that you've accomplished that you're proud of? What's seriously think about it. What's something in your life you've accomplished, you're proud of it? Maybe it is. Maybe it's hydration. Maybe it's doing well at a presentation. Maybe it's I don't know what it. Maybe it's waking up on time. But here that's part one. Part two, who can you share that with? Yeah, I know everyone's like, oh, why do we do that? Share that with someone. That's good. That's big stuff. Do something. People love. I mean, each other. No, nobody was like, oh, my 4-year-old cousin. Like we, don't drink. Don't. I'm mad you are hydrated, right? Like I did not want to hear that, right? Folks want to hear about good things that's going on in your life. So I want to challenge you. Number one, what's something you're proud of yourself for? Number two, who can you tell? Very simple this week. And I always want to end with this encouragement. If we want to intentionally set ourselves up for success in our life, in our work, in our marriage, in our friendships, whatever it is, man, we have to honor ourselves by being aware of our accomplishments. By being aware, and that doesn't mean shouting it from the rooftops. That's narcissism is a whole other thing, right? But being aware of what we do well and being unashamed to share it, right? And so, as always, something good is going to happen to you and through you today. And I just have to say, my gummy just said she baked brownies today. That is awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Chelsea said I've begun student teaching. It's new and hard, and I feel like I'm rocking it. That is awesome. I told you the other day, and I asked you if you were proud of me. She totally did. She texted me. Chelsea's my best friend. She texted me, and she was like, "Hey, I did really well. Tell me I did well." Why do we do that? I do it too, but it just got me thinking. So, guys, I hope you have an awesome week. I know for a lot of people I've talked to this week, man, and myself included, this has just been a drag of a week. I mean, we have just been like, it's like that. It's just been very tough for a lot of people. And so, man, I hope you're staying healthy. I hope you're inside because there's like 2 inches of ice outside. And I love you all. And thanks for following along. And I'll talk to you next.